Wow. The refining process, the visual to that, I think of just being afraid to step into the fire. Being like, I know it's right there, but once we step in, it's really our power to be able to actually grow from. Everybody's been through some shit. Everybody. I don't know anybody that hasn't been through something. I know people that hide it, people that just think that they haven't been through shit because that wall's still there and they haven't gotten through it or processed through it. But man, that refining, I think back through, even the listeners right now, take a moment and think back through some of those tough situations that you've been through. If you hadn't gone through that situation, however terrible it was, you wouldn't be who you are now. I think of people that have terrible, terrible things, rapes, murders, and all those things that affect them in certain ways. And they can start pointing fingers, or they can actually do something with it. And it can be weird to some people. I had a cousin that was murdered when I was in high school. And
Oh my God.
it sucked. It was twins. So the one held the other as he died. And I remember saying to my mom, like, well, this is something for us to learn from. And it probably wasn't the right time to be able to say that because we're all just kind of hurting, and we're at the wake and all of that. But it hit me at an early age, and I'm not exactly sure where that came from, but I think that might be one of those just innate traits of looking at the positive side of things. And for those that don't have that innate trait, really wish there was a pill we could give you and go, hey, just look at the positive side of it. But I think you said it earlier. It's a choice, right? You can either be shitty or you can be happy. And that choice is really up to us.
And first of all, I'm sorry for the fact that you had to live through that. And I'm a father of twins myself, so the way you just described that was heart-wrenching. But to your point, you have to think, if they were still with us, how would they want you to cope with this? Would they want you to be in a prolonged state of suffering, mourning their death? Or would they prefer if you took that situation and grew from it and became better? I mean, if I passed away, I would want all the people that loved and cared about me to, of course, mourn my death. I wouldn't want people doing a cartwheel when I die.
Sure.
Don't get me wrong.
Yeah, he's gone.
yeah, he's dead. Great. But I wouldn't want that. But on that same note, I wouldn't want them to crumble from it either. I wouldn't want them to fall into a permanent state of depression that they were unable to get out of as like a homage to my death. I would not want them to be that way. And nor do I think any of our ones that we lost, nor would they want us to be that way. They'd want you to mourn them. It's understandable, but not a permanent state. It's not good.